turn it in before I install, I need to put it here, then roll it. Possible to put it in to the fender arch. I'm from Finland. Take it out. Hi, I am Sami and I want to be Overlander. First, I revealed my ego. Hello from Wannabe Overlander YouTube channel. This episode, I'm trying to build this car to back to wheels, so I can take it off from the body bench and start to do something else. So I ordered 2 sets of gators for my steering rack, and this one is speed-on gators. They are from 𝐓𝐘𝐒 company, which I use for drive shaft CV joints. So I think they are very good quality. I'm already installed one side because I have a little bit issue again. This side clamp is too small. I'm already installed one side, so I know. And the outer side is this kind of universal. But look at this lid. There is really not the lid where the clamp goes on. And then I get another one. They are very different. Rubber is very thin. They are both soft, but another one, this 𝐓𝐘𝐒 is much thicker. But look the inner. Of course this can spread there, but the starting point is very different. It can go in to another one. And another end is also different. Another end there is a better lid for the clamp. If I could get this end to this gator, this end to this gator, but I'm installed already this one and they are just fine. Another gator comes with the zip ties. I put this thicker material. The thicker material outer diameter, it's actually smaller, so it's not scratching some other places. And I like this flat finishing in the surface. So I'm going to use this one. And this clamp I can replace with the universal CV joint clamp, which are a little bit wider, but the lid is wide enough. I'm able to use that. Let's go put it in the car. I'm not quite sure which way I'm able to filming it, but let's roll the steering rack to that side. Now I can see also first time when I pull it all the way that side, what happens in. So I have this old gator here. I just put it there before waiting for new ones. So this old gator also has not the big lid, but the thing is, when this rubber in the slot, it turns outer way. So then the zip tie, it's not flip off. Put a little bit more grease here to the joint. I know it's not help here in the outside. It's important what is inside of the joint. And then put just a little bit grease to the lid, so it's easier to pull the place. Fit it here. And this end was a little bit tight, but yeah, like that. So, and then I pull the inner. Perhaps I'm going to roll it. Now it's easier to install. And I don't have a place. Here is the water pipes and everything. Now it is on the slots. Let's look if I turn it in before I install. You see it goes in much like that, but it's not slops off. If it could stay on the place without clamps, then I don't need to worry anything. Turn it all the way and it stays on. So now I can install those clamps. Perhaps it doesn't need a clamp, anything, but it comes with a clamp. So I have this very cheap Chinese tool and universal clamp. Should rolling in here to this groove. So then I can start to rolling it in, tightening it, and this one is for cutting clamp to the correct length. So I need to put it here, then roll it and look, the clamp is in the correct position and not over tight, because there's not actually groove for this clamp. So I need to check it's in enough. So then just a little bit tightening it like that, not so much, because it's only rubber to rubber connection. Then I should turn it up like this. I should cut it out with the rolling another end. Like that. And now it's in, and I should turn this. I hope it's not over tight. I don't have a smaller hammer, so I need to use this hammer. So hitting it in, then turn this lid and hammer it together. Now we have a steel clamp. Then we go to install inner. So here we are going to use this universal CV boot clamp. This I need to cut to this length what we need. Yes, really not the place working, and I don't have engine and the gearbox transmission yet here. Put this clamp on as tight as possible by hand. Yeah, I think it's okay now, for sure. Yeah, now it's in the groove. Then we take this same tool which we use to CV boots, this very cheap Chinese tool. Yeah, it's not need to over tight. It's definitely not going anywhere. So this right side rod end was in 17 turn before, so I'm going to put it same as it was, and I put the copper paste here. It's able to adjusting this easier. So let's try to turn 17. Starts from here. This is the position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So now it should be where it was, and turn the jam nut here. I'm not tightening it much now, because it's just for the waiting for the wheel alignments. And then put here in this shaft also copper paste. You're able to open this, and I need to take it off when I put the drive shaft. Put the here joint creates, so this rubber could move on this surface, because when you turn steering, the ball joint rotates. You don't want to twist the rubber, so that's the important thing, and not mess the disc with the crease. Just put it a little bit, can rolling car here. I need to take it off later. Now it's tightening. Yeah. Next thing is torsion bars. Then we are able to fit the tires just a little bit. Now we have a steering rod in the place. I'm planning to install heat seals, because I think this one I could put it in the car. It's not in my way anymore there. I have already rust protection there under this one. I can't clean this better. There is a lot of cavity wax. I don't know what's the meaning to spray with the cavity wax this heat seal, but never mind, it's under the car. I wash it already properly, cannot clean it more than this. It's on the car, nobody don't see it. So, and the rivets are 4.8 millimeter. They should be, I think, 8 millimeter long. I have only 12 millimeters, but I have to put the 5 millimeter washer another side, so it's not crash this plastic. Like that. And it's not going to rattle there. I think it's, I need to hold the washer all the way down. I hate pop rivets. Somewhere you got to use this. Like that. And this one attached to the car with the 3 bolts. I hope there's nothing under here, which I couldn't install later. Little bit shrinking. or this bracket perhaps. It's okay now. I think this not block anything. It could be already on the place. And definitely it's not rattling unless you have a stone behind there. Able to install this without removing again handbrake cable. Oh, it's a wrong way. It needs to install this way. Yeah, I put it wrong way. And now it's about able to go almost. Yeah, I remember this bolt's nuts was quite difficult to open when this is in place. So that's why this should install first. You see now it's cut it in half there. Second rivet, which cut from the middle. Yeah, it's okay. Now all the rivets cut from the half. Is it now on there all the way? I think so. Then I need to find how I can cut out this edge. Yeah, the heat shield's on. Let's take off these straps because I want to install torsion bar bolts and my straps are in their place. There's always questions which way the torsion bar bolts. You see, it will fit only one way, smaller head to the front. I try another way. You cannot actually put it in. There is this nipple. You could not put it in. Yeah, it's definitely not go in. I could not put it on the wrong way. So the small head to the front, and that's where how it goes a little bit. Push this so I can put it in. Yeah, like that. So you're not able to put it wrong way in. It's go only one way. It's go only like this. This is the correct way, proper way, and then put the nut here. Simple is that, and remember, have always lots of grease in the treats. And then when the front wheels are up, I mean down, up, down, what do you want to say? Then you're able to roll the bolt in. You don't use force there when the car is all weight with the tires. You should have a 27mm long socket. It was something about 8 centimeter, I don't remember. I need to check in for my notes. And this socket also not long enough. Then the other side. Actually there is one way to centering wheel drum, and you have to undo this retaining bolt and then put the 3 wheel studs in the place. I could use also those cheap wheel flanks if I do it this way. But now you're centering the drum because this bolt could centering, and then you tightening this retaining bolt. And now I can install the wheel. Drum should stay in the place. So let's do here the same. Then tightening these 3 bolts, not so much, just a little bit. So now the wheel disc should be in the center position. Now we could tightening this bolt. Like that. Install the wheel. And it should be 100% straight. So that's the meaning of the retaining bolt. The reason I don't have new tires, and these tires have lots of material for use, so I could make a test drive with this, and before I go to proper overlanding somewhere far, I can buy the new tires. These are just for the test drive. I clean these tires, but they are actually not very clean. I need to use a better soap and a stronger brush. Okay, now we try to take off the car from the body bench. So these are so heavy parts, I have to little bit exercise. Oh, I'm not sure. Is this possible to put here under the wheel? Wait. I should install this before the wheel, but I think it's possible to put it in. So my plan sucks. So I just need to loose the wheel bolts. Now I'm able to put it in. If you do anything wrong, you could flip the car down. Let's check what happens. Now I'm able to lift again, and then the front end should be free. Oh, I need to turn the camera. Now I should be able to lift, and then the front end should be free. Yeah. It stands with the front wheels. I think this is okay. I could take off the front mountings. This one should already go down. Yeah, like this. This is kind of special feeling when you remove it from the body bench, because it's something which not happens often. then the rear end. So if I drop it down, I could perhaps take off these mounting brackets, but then I can't lift it up anymore. So if I put it down, perhaps I need to jacking it up. Less torque and more work. Then I'm jacking it one side up, put the plate under there. The problem is I put the jack under here, then I don't have place to put that plate, but jacking place. Quite tricky. I should open this box earlier. Yeah, now there's no place. Yeah, now I can take this. Then the other side, same procedure. Just can't get it. Let's check, is it stable? And now it's off from the body bends, and now I'm lowering it into the floor. First time of over half year. Of course the front end is much higher because there's no engine yet. So perhaps you can tell me how tall is your Syncro from the wheel hub to the fender arch, upper edge of the circle here, and to the inner edge of the fender arch. Okay, I measure here, and it's 48 centimeter to here. So now this Syncro project is off from the body bench and standing in their own wheels without any outer support. This is good point to head on more in this project. So I'm going to end this video here, and I'm going to borrow the engine bench, and perhaps next video we could look inside the AAB engine of this Syncro. So see you in next week.
Thank you for watching, and see you in next episode.
I have big work to packing this back to the shelf. But tomorrow is another day, not today.